All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I'm Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about Cleanspark, stock ticker CLSK. They're a Bitcoin mining company. We go over this company all the time on the channel. They came out with their monthly operational report for the month of June. So I want to go through that report, but I also have a lot of charts that I've made myself, charts and graphs that I want to go through in detail. I want to put Cleanspark in perspective. I think a lot of people have some misunderstandings about where Cleanspark is at. And then at the end of the video, I will let you know what I am doing with Cleanspark. Okay, let's go. Okay, so Cleanspark closed on Monday in the US at $4.87. It was up 13.5%. All of the Bitcoin miners had a very good day on Monday in the United States. So Cleanspark did not trade on Tuesday. So by the time you're seeing this on Wednesday, I'm not sure what will be happening. So just to take a look at this snapshot in time, you're going to see the market cap is up to about $548 million. Their market cap has been growing, but what I'm going to show you later is a comparison to their peers. I think this market cap is low. I think it's very low. Also, if you enjoy this content, you can show us by subscribing to the channel. It really does help the channel out a lot in the algorithm, so it is much appreciated. You can subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. You can also hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Okay, let's start off by looking at their actual monthly operational report. This came out on July 3rd. Cleanspark releases June 2023 Bitcoin mining update. Company mined 1,624 Bitcoin during the quarter, while the company's Bitcoin holdings grew 170% quarter over quarter. So they are starting to hodl. You're going to see that still does not leave them with a gigantic balance, but management has expressed the fact that they do want to start holding on to some of their Bitcoin. Really, over the entire crypto winter, they were selling their Bitcoin. They were the first ones to start doing this, so they dollar cost averaged out of their Bitcoin from the peak. So in a lot of ways, that was excellent for them for cash flow purposes, but now they've got less than 1 year before the halving, so they do want to start building some amount on their balance sheet. So we'll take a look at all those numbers in more detail later. Based on the comments that I've gotten in the comments section on my videos and on the Discord, I know that a lot of people have had expectations about their growth that were a little off from a timing standpoint. So Cleanspark plans on having a massive amount of growth in the year 2023. They tripled their exahash in the year 2022. So this is a company that has a track record of big growth. That was during a bear market in the crypto winter when most companies were very flat. Some companies were reducing in size. Understand that while this company is going to grow massively in the year 2023, most of that growth is in the second half of the year, and really most of it is in the fourth quarter of the calendar year 2023. Okay, so if we look at some bullet points, Bitcoin mined in June was 491. So that's down significantly from May. I expect almost all the top 10 Bitcoin miners to mine less in the month of June than they did in the month of May. The difficulty level went up a little bit. That's not the main reason. In May, a lot of these companies got big bonuses in fees. That really bumped up their Bitcoin mining numbers. So again, we're going to see that month over month, Cleanspark's production was down, but I do think over the next couple of weeks as we do these Bitcoin miner updates, you're going to see that was true for probably 7 or 8 of the top 10 Bitcoin mining companies. It might have been true for all 10 of the top Bitcoin mining companies. We'll have to wait the next couple of weeks to see as these press releases come out. Okay, total Bitcoin held as of June 30th, 529. So like they said, that's up substantially over the year. Total Bitcoin converted for operations was 413. So they mined 491. So even in this scenario, they still were able to mine a lot more than they had to spend. They pay for their monthly operations through selling Bitcoin. Okay, this next part is important. Currently deployed fleet of about 68,678 of the latest generation Bitcoin miners with a hash rate of 6.7 exahash. So as of June 30th, they were at 6.7 exahash. I just want to show you something. I'm going to go all the way back to the January press release from 2023. That was 5 months ago. So you'll see in this press release, January Bitcoin mining update, hash rate of 6.6 exahash. So in the last 5 months, they've gone from 6.6 exahash to 6.7 exahash. Now that seems like no growth at all, or almost no growth. But like I said, they did purchase like 70,000 machines in the middle, and they are expanding their operations. So all of the machines that they bought, all of the infrastructure that they're building, none of that has come online yet. So while this company is going to have a massive amount of growth, it is going to be in the second half of the year. So the question now becomes execution. Do you believe that they're going to execute on all of these press releases, on all the information that they put out? For me, I give management the benefit of the doubt simply because they have been a company that's done what they say they're going to do. I talk about this all the time on the channel. There's a lot of information in these monthly operational reports, and I like to try to compare what a company says it's going to do in these monthly operational reports versus what they end up doing. In the past, CleanSpark has either hit their marks or oftentimes beat their marks. So I want to go to their investor presentation and show you what their target is for the end of the year. And then we'll take a look at a bunch of the charts that I've put together tracking exactly how this company is performing. Okay, so key indicators. This was from their May update. That's their most recent presentation. You'll see 6.7 exahash. Well, as of June 30th, it was still the same. But you're going to see projected exahash by December 31st, 2023, 16. They have a little growth spurt coming right up here. So I think this represents July and August of 2023. I think you're going to see them get from 6.7 exahash to somewhere near 10 exahash. And then it's going to level off again for a little bit. And then you're going to see them get from 10 exahash up to 16 exahash. So those are my expectations for the rest of the year. The one thing that could hold that up is construction at Sanderville. So I want to go through their operational report. They talk about all of this in their monthly update. Okay, they have 3 different spots that they're expanding for the rest of the year. Dalton, so that's 6,000 machines in the first couple of weeks here of July that they expect to get online at the Dalton facility. Then we go to the Washington facility, which is also in Georgia. So that's another 14,000 machines that sometime in the first couple of weeks of July, they expect to get up and running. So I would expect by the end of July, that's 20,000 machines. That should be over 2 exahash. So this should get them somewhere close to 9 exahash by the July monthly operational report, which is next month. So the rest of the growth for the year 2023 is going to be in Sanderville. So the planned expansion will add over 6 exahash to CleanSpark mining operations. So that's going to get them from 10 to 16. So the question is, can they do that by December 31st? And I will tell you, for me personally, I'm not so worried that this gets done exactly by December 31st because they have a lot of construction to do. They do have all the machines lined up, and I do think all the machines will be delivered and on site. If everything goes well, then the construction will be done, and at December 31st, they could be at 16 exahash, but if that takes them a little bit longer than that, I'm not going to be concerned. Now, if we see that they're missing this substantially, that would change my mind, but I have not yet seen any reason to believe that that's going to happen, so we're going to stay tuned, and the first benchmark is, can they get to this 9 exahash in July or at the latest in August? But it looks to me like what they're saying here, they really should be somewhere near 9 exahash in their July operational report, which will come out in about 1 month. So that's absolutely the number one thing I'm going to be looking for CleanSpark between now and then. Okay, so CleanSpark, here's their monthly production. So last June they did 339. This June they did 491. So year over year, you'll see a lot of growth. But you're going to see, like we talked about, their exahash leveled off in January of 2022. And the Bitcoin mining network the difficulty level's been growing every single month all year. So you're going to see that has led to some mixed results. So they're just under 500, very sideways for the first half of the year. So I do think they will mine a lot more Bitcoin in the second half of the year than they did in the first half of the year. We're going to have our first gigantic indication of that come the month of July. So overall, you're just going to see this is Bitcoin mined year to date through May 31st. So this doesn't count. Obviously, everybody's operational report for June will be coming out in the next few days or weeks. So through May, you're going to see CleanSpark was in 3rd place. So Marathon had mined the most, Riot the second most. CleanSpark was at 3,000. So they were very solidly locked into 3rd place. They've been in the top 3 Bitcoin miners every single month all year this year. CleanSpark is set up to finish this year as either the 3rd most Bitcoin mined or potentially the 2nd most Bitcoin mined out of any Bitcoin miner. There is a chance that they could pass Riot sometime later this year. So that's a part of my argument for why I really think this is solidly a top 3 Bitcoin mining company. I want to take a look at the difference between their operational performance and their stock performance. So if you take a look at this chart, this is each Bitcoin mining company's market cap, and this is as of June 30th, which was just a few days ago. So they were in 6th place at 483. There's a gigantic jump up to 5th place. Cypher is at $712 million, and you'll see CleanSpark has mined more Bitcoin than Cypher. Now, Cypher does have some other advantages. However, their growth plans are nowhere near what CleanSpark's are for 2023, so we'll have to see how that plays out. What I really want to look at in this chart is if you compare CleanSpark with their 2 most direct competitors, in my opinion, which is Marathon and Riot, and we just took a look look, those are the top 3 Bitcoin miners by production, and they have really separated themselves. So you're going to see, if we take a look at this, Riot is more than 4 times the market cap that CleanSpark is, and Marathon is almost 5 times the market cap that CleanSpark is. And I will tell you, Marathon's book value is just a little bit more than CleanSpark. So, they may be about 20% larger in book value, yet their market cap is like 4.5 times the size of CleanSpark's. One of the reasons for that is people haven't seen CleanSpark's growth yet. And as I just outlined in this video, I do think that is yet to come over the next 6 months. So I will tell you, I personally have been accumulating shares of CleanSpark. I will continue to accumulate if the opportunity presents itself. I think this stock is undervalued. So again, not financial advice. This is my personal opinion. I think this is one of the top 3 most undervalued Bitcoin miners from a market cap standpoint and a stock price standpoint versus their worth. So obviously that's my personal opinion. If we take a look at CleanSpark's chart on the 1-day time frame, I have a purple line that dates back here to September of 2022. So they hit $5 in September of 2022. You're going to see they've retested this many times. They're just under this right now. So I do think this is a short-term line of resistance. I don't see any reason why they're bumping into this. It may take the July monthly operational report to see some bigger numbers and to see some of their growth actually come to fruition. But if we look back, I have a green line here back on August of 2022. So Bitcoin was trading at $25,000 in August of 2022. Bitcoin is trading at around $30,000 or $31,000 as I'm making this video right now. So Bitcoin is up substantially since then. CleanSpark's exahash is more than triple what it was since then, and they're just about to double or triple it again right now. So to me, if Bitcoin can stay healthy over the next 45 days and maybe make a run from 31 to 35,000, and CleanSpark can have 1 or 2 good monthly operational reports, I think this is a very easy short-term price target. Obviously, again, not financial advice. That's just what I'm looking at. But I will tell you, this is a small price target versus what I think CleanSpark will do over the course of time. I do expect this to be a triple or quadruple sometime over the next 18 months. So that's what I'm looking for CleanSpark. That's for me why it's one of my larger positions. Please do your own due diligence. Please be very careful when investing in this Bitcoin miner or any of the Bitcoin miners. So that's my update for CleanSpark for the month of June. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, if you enjoyed this content, please remember to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and hit the notification bell. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.